Hi, welcome to Coral Roots. I'm Adrian. This is my husband Eddie, a reluctant participant in the channel. Meet our golden retriever, Carol. Claire joins us as a special guest from time to time. And we live in Cape Coral, Florida. This channel is devoted to all things living that summer 365 lifestyle. Follow along as I serial start new projects and learn from YouTube University.
All right, we have acquired the shells. We shall see if we despise walking on them or not, plus a few happy bonuses that hopped in the car with us. Eddie was very jovial to be here, huh?
Always.
Hello. We are back from the store and got my plant pile there. Plus bonus couple of roses from Costco that I got yesterday. Went to the Fort Myers Costco, the one also known as HE Double Hockey Sticks, thinking that it was not going to be busy because it was raining and windy and cold. And everybody must have had that same thought, that nobody's going to be here because it's rainy, windy, and cold. And it was so packed. Anyway, I rewarded myself by getting some bare root roses, which really need to get in the ground because they're already starting to sprout. Okay, Eddie said he's going to haul the shells to the backyard for me. And in the meantime, I have to figure out where I want to put these things. I'm thinking that I'm going to put, here, let's take a look. I'm thinking that I'm going to put the new roses I got. This was originally going to be more like native land. It really is. Look at all these weeds that are just spraying their seeds everywhere. Buried underneath here is my, over here. Girl, come. Right here. Sit. Is my irrigation. Good girl. And I'm going to have to go put her collar on. Come on, let's go get your collar. Good girl. All right, we're back. She's got her collar on. Also, now she's happy she's laying in the driveway. I didn't tell her to do that. She looks like Monty Don's dog, just laying there so cute. Anyway, as I was saying, buried under all this mess, I do have my drip irrigation lines, which is probably why these guys are having the time of their lives. But they're literally just shooting their little seeds everywhere. So I think what I need to do is pull all of this and then I can put the roses out here. Now, sometimes roses do good in Florida and sometimes not. My David Austin over there, which you can't see, it's not on camera right now, is doing really good. The one that has drip irrigation to it, the other one, not so much. I got to run the drip over to that one. So that's a good experiment. I'll show you that in a minute. This one was my unknown name of rose from Home Depot. I have deadheaded it and put several of the roses in the house, and now you can see the one there. It smells amazing. Anyway, I am going to get started and I'm going to start pulling, hopefully, these weeds. Hopefully they're not. I wonder if I almost think I'm going to end up needing to mow them down and put landscape fabric out here, which I hate. And you could also see they're like burying my bags of soil as well. So that's nice. Anyway, let's do that. I got to get gloves on. Okay, that was fun. Hashtag not. I don't know why I said hashtag, but it wasn't very fun. As you can see, I pulled out these bags. Funny enough, they're like almost nothing left in the bag, so I don't know if like little animal creatures pull things out, like bugs and stuff. I don't know. They're just like nothing in the bags. It was crazy. As you can see, I pulled a bunch of weeds. I normally would not weed whack because I basically just sent seeds flying everywhere, but it was so thick I couldn't get under it. And then I rolled it up like a little burrito as much as I could. I did do a little bit of weed whacking after, just to, there's some really big roots that we're not pulling out. And then I've pulled out some more. You can see I pulled up my irrigation lines. I'm going to lay what I have left of the landscape fabric, wish me luck because it's so windy, just to try to suppress the weeds when they want to start growing when we warm up here in like just a couple of weeks. I'm going to need more. I don't intend to leave it all, but it's going to need to be suppressed. You could, I mean, any of that dust you saw flying was not dust. That was basically all minuscule, microscopic weed seeds that I will kiss the ground once they emerge. So anyway, I'm going to start rolling this. Like I said, I don't have very much left. Just trying to be strategic with where I put it. I think kind of this middle section. Again, this is not a permanent device. You can't see, I'm sorry, but I'm not moving you either. Anyway, not permanent because I hate weed fabric, and in Florida it doesn't matter anyway, it gets eaten. But I'm just hoping to suppress whatever wants to emerge immediately upon the warm weather returning, as much as I can, I mean. And then I also found broke off a pineapple, so I got to plant that somewhere. Yeah, this is going to go like nowhere. It's actually kind of funny. It's embarrassing how ridiculous this is. Again, temporary measures for our current situation that we find ourselves in. Carol's like, oh, this looks fun, Mom. It is, Carol. I need some more of the steaks. Can you hand them to me, Carol? You are filthy. You just rolled in all the seeds. I just need to hold on the end so I can go work from the other side. Are you chasing around all your debris, Carol? Yeah, I bet that's pretty fun for you. It's going to be fun for me to brush out. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, come on here with all your seeds. Thank you. I wouldn't know what to do without you. I know, I'm sure this looks absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Carol. Perfect. And then I have this other, it's like carpet remnants. Remnants of, I've gone a little sharper of an angle, I bet. Fudgicles, I bet I should have, Carol. All right, and then she won't move either. Watch her. Carol, I need you to move. Beep, beep. Oh, she did. You understood English. All right, we're gonna move this. Can you get off of there? Is that fun to walk on? All right, can you move? Beep, beep. Move. Move. Yep, all the way. Thank you. I know, it's going to be annoying for a second. I'm not kidding. The whole time it's annoying. There we go. That feels a little better, right? Oh, thank you. Is that comfortable? Oh, I could have wore dirty gardening pants out here. smarter again. Why do I do that to myself? All right, come on, let's go change. Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable there? You were very helpful as I was trying to put the weed stakes down. She is on neighbor alert, so that's why she keeps looking over there so excitedly, like, oh, he's gonna come out. I bet he comes out. I bet he does. He's gonna want to come outside and work in this as well. It's so fun, so windy. All right, like I said, I am not going for medal award-winning landscape at the moment. Also, this already poked right through. This black one is basically like shade tarp. It's so pathetically not thick. Ooh, back on the ground. Actually, technically there's 4. Thank you, Carol. You're blocking my view of what they are. We've got a paradise rose. I looked it up. On here it's, yeah, zones 5 to 10, so that's correct. A novel rose of classic form and distinct fragrance, delightful blend of pink and blush white, vigorous and tall growing. So anyway, what I was saying before I started working is I'm kind of thinking that instead of having this be as much, I guess, turnover, I would call it, in this front yard, I think I want things that are more kind of like they do their thing. So we've got the Schefflera hedge there, a cocoa plum behind me, and then just around the arches can be where we put plantings. But I'm hoping right in here can be like beautiful different rose varieties. So that one's red. This one is, what says, blend of pink and blush. On the picture, it looks much more lilac-y to me, and I'm hoping that's where it goes. And then this one is called Tropicana. And this one says a brilliant coral orange. Coral roots, get it? Coral orange rose that retains color with long-lasting fragrant blooms. Its rich green foliage is very disease resistant, which is what we need here. Both stay full sun. Stay here. I think my neighbor's outside now. Stay here. Yeah. Ooh, she's got a nasty sounding cough over there, poor thing. Stay here. As you can see, there's already greenery coming out of the top, so they're coming out of dormancy. I'm going to need to use my phone, which is you, to remember the exact height of these, because I want to, as I'm placing them, I don't want to put the taller one in front of the other one, if that's the case. I have 4. I typically like an odd number, which technically that guy there makes it odd number. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would like to go 3 and then 2, but then I would want that one in front because it's the red one. So I think we're going to probably end up going like 2, 2 maybe, or maybe 2 and 2. Like make one hedgerow of color and then another hedgerow of color. I kind of like the idea. She's so helpful. I kind of like the idea of splitting them up in case one gets a disease. They're split by a different variety. I don't know if that will actually matter, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. All right, we're going to turn you off for a second so I can look up because I don't recall which is which height-wise, and then we'll reconvene here. All right, I slightly lied, though I didn't technically lie because I didn't remember correctly. So the lighter one, the Paradise, is a 3 to 4 feet wide by 3 feet high, which is not great, because I was thinking, well, I guess that's fine with the Schefflera because the Schefflera eventually can get taller if I want it. And then the Tropicana is 4 to 5 feet wide and then 3 feet high. So they're all the same height. Dang it. It's not what I was thinking when I got them. I must have been reading that backwards, like flip-flop the first number with the second number. At least that's how I would read it. Like I would think the first number is the width by the height. So it also says that is it the Paradise? The Paradise, so the hot coral one, likes it when it gets hot. It does say it's prone to mildew, so I'm gonna have to probably do a whatever the organic sprays you can put on roses. So anyway, I guess it's fine. They're all the same height. In that quad, it's basically like a triangle. You know what? Let's go look at it together. Might not be that bad because this is basically like a triangle that we're working in, if you can kind of tell. So like, boop, boop, boop. In essence, it's a triangle. So if I'm thinking of it that way, and we've got the one that gets 4 to 5 feet wide, I could do 2 on where the gray is basically, and that would span. Carol, where'd she go? Carol, come. I lost her. Oh, good girl. She's like, I was just being a good girl, Mama. That was a good girl. Good girl. There was not even a beep or anything. Good job. She's so smart. Okay, free. Thank you. Anyway, so if I did that one, that would in essence span this whole thing here and be up to 3 feet high. And again, I can just grow those Schefflera thicker, taller. Then they wouldn't all be the same height right there. I guess she still thinks she free. Carol, free. Okay. And then if I put the other 2 in front, those get what I say, 3 to 4 feet, or was it 2 to? Oh my gosh, I'm already forgetting. 4 to 5 and 3 to 4. So anyway, they won't get quite as wide here. I'm still wondering if I should move the red rose though, honestly. I literally just moved the boxes, so that's really funny, but it actually does help me visualize. All right, so the Tropicana, the hot coral color, will go basically the width of the gray tarp we're looking at, or the gray weed fabric. So it would be the hot coral, and then this reddish color one. Which, do you want to see the color of that actually? I don't think I showed that. It's not all the way open yet. But it is a pretty magenta / true red with like, I don't know if it's got the dark edges on it right now because of the cold. It's pretty though, isn't it? It smells bomb. Oh, Eddie's out here to help with start doing the shells. I like that I say help since I'm not the one doing it. I'm not supposed to be lifting that. I mean, technically I can lift, but we all know, whatever. Anyway, I realized I put one right in front of the other, so I wouldn't necessarily do that. So the hot coral will become like a hot coral hedge. And then I think I need to put the red in between the lilac colors. See what I mean? So it'd be lilac. I'd move that over a little. Lilac, red, lilac, and then the row of coral behind it. I almost wish I would have got more. Then I could have really made a hedge. What do you think? You guys aren't gonna be able to let me know? Well, you can let me know. You'll let me know if you hate it when I do it. In the meantime, are you having fun? No, he's not. This isn't as heavy as other stuff, so it's not as horrible, right?
Correct. Oh, baby.
We know we're gonna have to get more than just this number of bags, so don't judge. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna need quite a bit more, huh? Dang it. So she did the same thing to me when I was out there moving the landscape fabric to try to suppress some of the weeds. Like, I'm not permanently leaving that out there, but I needed to, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, she laid right on it like it was a blanket. All right, well. Oops, cut them off. How many more bags do you think?
Well, to get our we're doing all the outside.
Well, yeah, you can't just leave this or it'll rip.
Another 25.
Yikes.
Yes.
Probably.
I'm gonna open it up and save it.
Carol is so joyful. We haven't been outside doing like outside work in a while, so she's pumped. Tape measure. So this back row is 5 to 6 feet per. So let's measure. Oh, we got the zoomies happening 12. Let's see where we get. Oh yeah, actually, they're gonna get real big, aren't they? Or do I want to go? Oh wow, if they get that big, I mean, it's gonna take a while. I don't want to count on that long though, right?
What are you trying to figure out here?
Spacing. Oh, hi, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you, Carol. All right, so if these get to 12 feet wide, that would mean that, sorry, 6 feet wide. That would mean that each side of the middle has 3 feet on it. So I'm a full hedge here, or a full bush here. And then my end of my branch would be here. And then my next branches would be here. Now, how long will that take? I don't know. And the other one would be 8 feet. It's Florida, so it's possible. If I take good care of them, because they're going to have irrigation on them, also possible. But I don't know, like, is it 3 years, 1 year, 5 years? That I don't know. Okay, so if I'm a 4 foot max, that would mean my branch goes to here and to here. And then my next plant would be, whoops, right there. And then 2 feet, 2 feet. Okay? How do we think about that? What do we think? What are we thinking? What does it look like in the camera? Well, in the camera, I don't hate it. It's just in the meantime, they're going to look so silly when we put them in. It's going to look like the cocoa plum hedge when I first put that in. And that was definitely a grower, if you know what I mean. Yikes. Well, I don't hate it. I don't hate this concept at all. I do know that red rose is going to need to move quite a bit based on where the coral rose is going to go. So I could actually then move the red rose up front. What's representing the red rose? Let's say the box here is the red rose. So then we move you to here, and then we get our 5. Can you see that? Yeah. Nope, you can't. Sorry, it's secret. Okay, there we go. So I think it might be what we're gonna do. Let's just go for it. I mean, it's just plants. We can always move them, right? All right, Eddie's going to the store. He's taking a picture of the bag. Don't know why I felt the need to show you, but I did. I have stuff on the front of the car, on the hood of the car, on the bonnet. Do you want to hear my plan that I did? Not really?
What'd you do?
You don't really want to know?
Go ahead, tell me.
All right, so I got one from the picture, but I got rows these gigantic corals, and those get 45 feet wide. So I stand on the belly, max 5 feet width, and we like branch that row on the gray fabric, and on the really black fabric, which is really is the hair.
So they're doing at different times or the same time?
Unknown. And then
Good plan.
thanks. Yay! Task completed for the day. I ended up let me turn it around and then I'll. Oh, perfect. We're gonna have sirens right as I hit record. Awesome. Okie dokie. So as you can see, I have rerun the drip lines. I do see that I have a junction here that's leaking out water, so I'm gonna have to repair that, but for right now it's fine. I ended up going with an individual emitter per rose, so you can see those kind of fanning off of that little junction. And then I also ran, I planted the pineapple where the red rose was, so I didn't actually run any irrigation to that. I'm going to just dub over it. Those sirens got super loud. So what I was saying was that I ended up not running the irrigation to that pineapple. It's going to get the runoff from the nearby plants and it'll end up being fine. And then I ran a little loop of the drip emitters, popped in 2 salvias and a couple of the snapdragons. And then I also ran a loop of the drip irrigation to the Schefflera and these Hawaiian teas. Those are the little things that look like a stick. Other years they've done fine, but for whatever reason, this year they're super, super struggling. So this little bit of supplemental water will help those. And then once we hit rainy season, I will just dead end this particular line and probably won't run anything to it. Maybe I'll keep it here. I don't know, but it won't need it once we hit rainy season. And then I never hit the microphone on this next part. So this is where we ended up for today in the back garden in the El Orto. The shells, Eddie made it pretty much all the way around, and that's going to help so much with the weeds. They like to pile up in these little crevices, so that will be helpful. And then once we get the next load full, this will be almost complete. I guess we'll say almost for now until I get some plants. And then over here is where I'm planning to continue the sidewalk project. That's what I'm pointing out right there. But regardless, there will always need to be shells from the side of the raised bed over to the sidewalk. So for now, we're just going to put shells in there. Walking on them is very crunchy. They will, start to disintegrate down. They'll break into smaller bits as you walk on them more. Carol is having a field day already with the bigger shells because she likes to carry them around. Oh, Eddie forgot the razor blade. But yeah, isn't this looking really nice? It is coming together. It is a long project coming. Yeah, there I'm showing you some of the big shells. Maybe we'll set some of those aside just because they're kind of prettier. And then I do need to still plant this dahlia and then the rest of these snapdragons that are out here. But this has been a very long day, and as you can see, the sun is starting to get to sunset time, and we're gonna call her done. So thank you. What I'm saying here is thank you. Oh, I'm trying to block the sun from my eyes. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.